Hello everyone, this is Douglas from Other Than Intended Purposes, Jack's behind the camera. And if you clicked on this video, it's because you came here wanting to see the new Warrior Mini from Olight. So here it is. Bye. Just kidding. Okay, I've had this light for a couple of weeks now, and it's actually really impressed me. It's one of the better new items that have come out in quite some time. Actually, lately they've been coming out with a lot of really nice new stuff, this being one of them. Slightly off topic. This is the box for their new rear light for bicycles. I actually got this and it is mounted on my wheelchair, and I'm sure that it will show up sometimes in stuff. But that's not what we're here to talk about today. Before I do anything else, I'm going to just read the technical data so that I can get rid of the box that it came in over my shoulder here. It has a moonlight mode, which is 1 lumen, runs for 45 days. Low mode is 15 lumens, runs for 150 hours, and has an 18 meter throw. For moonlight, it don't list a throw because it doesn't throw. It doesn't even really push, it just kind of is there. Although, I like the moonlight, so I'm not capping on it. Medium is 120 lumens, 18 hour runtime, 54 meter throw. High starts at 500 meters. No, it doesn't. It starts at 500 lumens. 500 lumens, drops down to 170 when it starts to warm up a bit, and runs for 218 plus 50 minutes. So I guess 50 minutes is the 500. And it has a 110 meter throw at the 500 level. Turbo starts at 1500, next down to 500, and then next down to 170 based on the temperature. Says it goes 4 minutes plus 205 minutes plus 55 minutes. Maybe the 205 and the 218 are the 500. That's not very clear on the way they've written it. But it has a 190 meter throw. It is 106.55 millimeters or 4.19 inches in length. Bezel diameter is 2.3 millimeters or 0.91 inches. It weighs 105 grams or 307 ounces, including the battery. Okay, get rid of that one. This has a lot of the features of the Warrior Pro. I'm not 100% sure what the Warrior Pro can do because I don't have one, but from what I've seen, it's very similar in features, including the fact that it has a stainless steel tail cap and a side button. And those two do completely different things. For a size comparison, I don't have an Olight that is the standard-ish size for an 18650 battery. This is an A-Tactical A1S, and most of the 18650 battery flashlights that I have used are approximately this size. And my table's not level, so I'm going to hold them, but that is, see, I told you it wasn't level. That is the comparison. So these do use the same battery. The Warrior Mini is substantially smaller.
Approximately an inch.
Ironically, this is a lot more powerful and a lot more versatile than this one is. Also, just for comparison, the Olight S1R baton has been around for a long too. This is the S1R2, which has the magnetic rechargeable base. And when I got this, it was to replace my S1R that is completely functional, but runs off of a CR123 battery, which is not rechargeable. And I got tired of buying more CR123 batteries, and so I got this to replace it. I have a lot of metal surfaces in my cave here, my filing cabinet, my desk, my refrigerator, my bookshelf, even the frame to this utility shelf. They're all metal, so I can stick my lights all over the place, and I do. Which is one of the things I love about having magnetic bases, and both of these have magnetic bases. They also both come with magnetic chargers, and I asked someone at Olight, and they said no. Do not use the Warrior charger, the Warrior mini charger, for my S1R Baton 2. So I have each of my 2 magnetic chargers, and I just put them in old pill bottles, and I wrote Warrior and Baton on them so I can keep them separate. Put those out of the way, I don't need them anymore. Now, I'm going to do a brief explanation of the different modes on this. I can get these out of the way because I'm done with them. Actually, I'm going to keep this one for a moment. But to do that, I'm going to make it dark in here. That being said, the second half of this video, the second eighth of this video, will be shot outdoors at night so you can see the actual throw of the light. But just, ooh man, it gets dark quick in here when you turn that out. Okay, this right here is the level of light that I keep my cave in most of the time. So this is how I normally live. But we're going to turn that off. And we're going to turn that off. And just to make sure it's dark in here, we're going to even turn that off. Now, the first light you have, the first mode you have, if you press and hold the side button, you get moonlight mode, no matter where it was before. And moonlight mode in the dark actually produces, well, you can't really see the back wall on the camera, but here, I'll light me up. It actually produces a medium amount of light. From there, if you press and hold, you go to low, medium, high, and back to low. Wherever you leave that, if you just press it once and turn it off, it comes back to that. If you turn it off on high, just real quick press and turn it off. Press and hold, you automatically go back to moonlight mode. Which, like I said, just for walking around the house at night, that's not bad. Can you see the table so you can see how much light that's making?
Yeah.
Okay. For comparison, it's actually a little bit brighter than the moonlight mode on the S1R2 Baton. Okay. That is the side switch. On the tail switch, a half press takes you, I believe that's medium. It's either medium or high, but a full press takes you to turbo. Oh god, that's a lot of light. We can do without that much light. Back to the side switch for 1 second. There's a get the heck away from me mode on this. Now, rapidly press the side switch 3 times and you get back. And I hope none of you have epilepsy, because if you do, you're now crying on the floor, and that's really rude of me to do that, and I'm sorry. I want to turn that off. There we go. So let's just turn these back on. I will be doing the second half of this shortly. We need to go out into the world so you can see what it does as far as throw for that portion. So stay tight, or stay
tuned.
Stay tuned. Don't stay tight. I mean, well, that's your choice, but if you're tight, don't drive. Anyway, we will get back through the magic of television. We will be back much later wearing different clothes and outside of my house. Be right back. Okay, you can't see me very well because we are outside and it's nighttime. But I'm here to show you the different modes on the Warrior Mini now. Now we talked about that moonlight, and even with what little bit of ambient lights around, that moonlight is quite a bit for if we were inside the house and just moving around. Up from moonlight, you got low, you got medium, and you got high.
Hold on for a second while it goes into focus. There we go.
Too much light on high?
Yeah.
Now, the stop signs are a full block apart, and I'm about 2/3 away from that stop sign on 2/3 of a block away from the stop sign on that. And I am lighting up. Actually, if you look, it's hard to see on the camera, but past that second one, I'm actually making the third one down the way reflect a little bit, but there's a tree in the way.
Just enough that I'm able to see it on this.
You can see the reflection on the third one?
A little bit.
Okay.
Just barely.
Now, on the tail cap, if you push the half stop, you get the medium. You push the full stop, you get the turbo. Now that's a lot of damn light out of something this small. I wish we were able to go someplace where there was woods and give you a better show, but that's what we have right now is a couple blocks from my house, the dark straight. This dark straight is also why I'm always wearing a headlamp when I'm out at night. So and I like this headlamp because I can angle it to, whoa, I can't see crap when it's pointing straight at my glasses. I can angle it where it needs to be, and where it needs to be is not pointing at my glasses. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. That's wild. My headlamp's making my flashlight glow like it's on. One last thing before we go on the Warrior Mini. I was showing you in the room a little bit, but here out where it's not bouncing off white walls. Show down that way. That is a fierce get away from me light. Okay, have fun, enjoy yourself, get out into the woods, practice with your tools. I have been Douglas, and I may be sometime in the future. Jack behind the camera and Blue hiding behind Jack. We'll talk to you guys later.